Uninstalled podcast episode 12 with our guest today returning, Waylon. How have you been since the last time we had you on?
Ups and downs, buddy. Ups and downs. First off, great fucking week. This is about to sound like I'm speaking in tongues, but it must be said. Chris Jocelyn, Trey Flip Del Toro got Skater of the Year. That is literally all that matters.
I've only seen some clips of like skating, like I guess like tournaments or like competitions, whatever like you would use to describe it, and I wasn't aware of like how strong the community still is for skating, as I always thought it like died back in Tony Hawk's days.
It's bigger than it's ever been. I grew I didn't get into. I wanted to skate, but I was never like that good, and I couldn't really figure it out. I didn't start skating until I was like 13 or 14, and I was mainly just a filmer. I did not like. I was not very good at skating. That was kind of like something I would not want to accept back in the day. But consider the fact, on my 27th birthday, I decided to go skating again with my buddy, and I skated about as good as I did when I was 16. So there's that.
Okay. I remember I tried to learn how to skate when I think I was like 9. And because I remember getting a skateboard. Me and my cousin both got a skateboard, and I was like, oh, this is sick. It's like red. It's got a skull on the bottom. This is about to be awesome. But I just could not get my head around the like planting your foot, like planting one foot on the board and then getting like a start running with the other one, which is like the fundamental like point of skating, I think. So I gave up on it pretty quick, but
yeah, it took a while for me. But I remember growing up in, a town where there were people that skated, but like the culture around it was still kind of like, these kids are just causing trouble, I guess. I mean, I've had the cops called on me for skating. It was not like that serious. The cops were just like, whatever.
Yeah.
We would get kicked out of places for wanting to skate there. At one point, we were trying to we were doing like not a GoFundMe, but we were trying to get in the news because we were talking about how we wanted a skate park. And we actually got interviewed by our news agent we got interviewed by Local 12 News in our area about it. I got they did B-roll. They were getting me on tape, like trying to do shit, me and my buddies. And then I even got interviewed, and I was talking about like why we wanted it. Because my hometown that I grew up in before I moved there had a skate park, but I didn't know how to skateboard, so I didn't really go there that much. And not to trauma dump, because that's a modern day buzzword. The kid that was like helping orchestrate the whole thing literally told the fucking news guy to like cut my whole segment out. So the whole bit with me being interviewed about what I wanted, yeah, dude, he cut me out. We were like freshmen too.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna be on the news. I can't wait. And it's just someone completely fucking different.
Yeah, no, like the segment was just cut short. I was out. Like I remember staying up showing my grandmother and mom, was like, hey, I'm gonna be on the news. I got interviewed for it. And he fucking cut me out.
I would have been so pissed.
Oh, dude, I was about to beat the fuck out of him. I literally was like in his face, because we had class at the end of the day. I was literally in his face over that. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? And he tried drumming up some bullshit. Like, nah, they said they didn't have, like, it was too much time for the segment. And he showed me some bullshit email. I'm like, yeah, I don't believe that one bit, dude. Come on. You're such a fucking prick.
That is the cappest thing I've ever heard. This segment was too long.
Oh, yeah. That guy was a real piece of fucking work. I hated that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, because what does that get chalked up to? Like main character syndrome, bro? Just thought like the world revolved around him and was like, oh,
bro,
you don't want to talk to him.
He started a YouTube channel. I'll tell you another story about him. He started a YouTube channel and he was doing way better than me, but it was like around the time that vlogs really peaked, so like the late 2010s. This motherfucker got invited to by these big YouTubers with like 1 mil. and he was hyping me up about it. I was like, dude, I don't care. Why are you still talking to me? And like, I seen the video. I'm like, dude, you literally just filmed the whole thing here and use stock. Like, there's nothing original about this. Like, I've seen this video 500 fucking times from Jake Paul. This is completely uninspired. And then another time he hits me up. He's like, you want to go film? I'm like, sure, I guess I can help you film something. I meet him up the road from my place at like this local spot that we get food at. And him and his 3 buddies are like, oh, actually, no, we were meeting up to talk about whether or not we wanted to film. I was like, I got receipts, motherfucker. Literally pulled up the DMs and showed. I was like, so are we filming today or not? It's like, no, actually, we're going to go ahead and go. We got some shit to do. I was like, you're taking me home too. They're like, no, we ain't got room. I was like, I saw the Jeep you came in on, motherfucker. Either you're taking me home or I'm beating your ass and you're taking me home. And they fucking took me home. I was not about to walk 2 miles home. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's one of those like, okay, thank you for wasting my time moments right there for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, as I say, there's a reason why I don't talk to those motherfuckers. They're fucking assholes.
Yeah. I mean, God, I don't think I knew any skaters in school. Like, 'cause I think, when did we get a skate park? Because I don't think we always had one. Maybe like 7
we
years
had
ago?
one by my crib whenever I moved here, so close to 10 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember anyone really skating.
It was very shitty because the ratchet, but
I will say this: where we went to school, there wasn't a lot of skating's demographic.
yeah, it was definitely murderous intent in there. I'll tell you that.
I don't know if that's how I would describe it, but
I would.
have you tried to like translate like skating to anything else? I don't know if you've ever been able to like go on like a trip and like try like snowboarding or anything. 'Cause I feel like those kind of like
I never got it. I never really got into anything like that because that shit costs money. I was a broke kid from like central Kentucky. Like, we did not have money, so there was no way my family was going to be able to foot the bill for a snowboard, and on top of that, a trip to a place to use a snowboard. So like, majority of the boards that I never owned a fresh deck, like a fresh deck, fresh trucks. Everything I had was always a hand me down. Yeah, I never had a fresh skateboard.
Because whenever I used to like be into skating, because I've had 2 boards in my life, because I used to try to get into skating whenever I was like 16.
Oh, dude, 2 boards your whole life, dude. I once went through 4 boards in a day.
That's also because I
used to have a short temper, and I was like, keep in mind, at the time I was like 6'2" and I weighed like 250 pounds. Dude, I focused a board. I'd spend over an hour trying to land a kickflip. I get pissed and I'd focus my fucking board.
because I wasn't really ever good with like tricks, so I just like go around like just casually just like skating with my friends.
Yeah, so nowadays, like, skateboarding's gotten to a point where you can almost break it down to science. Like, there are guys on YouTube who, when you watch tutorials back then, they kind of give you a general idea of what you should be doing, but they base it off of what they feel. But you got skaters today that are so technically gifted with how to skateboard or with how to like use a skateboard that they can quite literally just film it in slow-mo and show you what they're doing and then how you should be doing that, because it's all biomechanics at the end of the day.
Yeah, the only like real activity or like sporty thing I did when I was a kid, I played hockey for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that fizzled out right after like I grew out of like the first set of equipment I ever got. Because even like as a kid, like what was I when I did that? Probably like 8, 9. I even as a kid, I was aware of how expensive hockey equipment was, and I was like, "There's no way I'm keeping this up."
Yeah, the only sport that could really like keep me around was basketball. because
Yeah,
I
all you
didn't
need is
need
the ball,
equipment.
man.
All I needed was a ball and a pair
Yeah.
of shoes. And if I didn't need, and if I was that desperate, I could play with no shoes on.
Yeah, I mean, despite my complexion, I was never great at soccer, so I was never really a soccer guy. Not that I was good at basketball either,
Am
but
I detecting a Latinx in this call?
a Latinx has been spotted. But I remember I went to a soccer camp in like fucking 2008, and it literally just ended with me kicking like off a fucking goal kick, kicking a soccer ball into one of our state congressman's daughter's face twice back to back, and then they took me.
I'd
out of
shake
the
your
fucking
hand.
game.
I'd shake your hand. I would shake your fucking hand. That's so funny. I once got a mild concussion running into a goalpost.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, we were playing on it was gym class. It was like we were playing soccer on the football field, and I got the ball past people. I played soccer growing up, so like despite the fact I was a big dude, I had some decent coordination for my size. Somehow the ball, it's me and the goal. That's it. I go to kick, dude. I get my toe under the ball and I launch it over the goal. And I'm still going and I can't stop in time because it's turf. It's not actual grass. So I'm not wearing cleats. I can't slow down. Dude, I run head first into the goal.
Oh man. Yeah, that would fucking suck. I don't think I've ever gotten concussed playing sports. I've definitely like ate shit playing hockey, but
My buddy my buddy did two sports, soccer and wrestling. He was a heavyweight. He weighed like 300 fucking pounds.
oh my god.
And he was a goalie. Dude was a fucking demon.
As I was gonna say, bro must have been a fucking unit.
Oh, dude, he was like 6'1", like 300 pounds. He was a big guy.
Yeah, fucking.
Bro's a fucking beast. Holy shit.
I always, it's weird. I could never imagine as a kid being a goalie in soccer, but I did really like the idea of being a goalie in hockey, even though like I never played as a goalie, which is weird to say because I feel like getting hit with a puck would hurt a lot more than a soccer ball.
I like defense, so when I played soccer, I can't remember positions worth of shit. I wasn't a defensive midfielder. I was the one before that. Is it center back?
Might be.
Or corner? I don't remember like what it actually is, but I was that. I was the last line of defense before the goalie.
Okay. Yeah, I was always an offense kid. I really liked the idea of being a goalie just because the goalies always had like shit they could customize. Like obviously you could have like special tape on your stick as a forward or whatever, like a different visor, but goalies can have like the custom pads, like the custom helmet with like some of the paint jobs the pros would get. But I was always a forward.
I mean, the way I looked at it was like I'd look at you and I'd think this guy's really good. I'm gonna make his life hell for the next 90 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's what I enjoyed. That's why I liked again, big basketball guy. My favorite team's the Detroit Pistons. Number 1 in the Eastern Conference right now, might I add, we're kind of the fucking shit. I've waited 20 fucking years for a good team, and we finally got one. Blake Griffin, eat your fucking heart out. Tobias Harris, welcome home, buddy. You deserve to be back in this place.
I mean,
dude, we won 13 games in a row. Like, we almost broke our franchise record. We tied it. And the last time we did that, we won the championship that year.
How'd y'all do in like the Emirates Cup? Because didn't the Knicks win that?
Is this sponsored by the Saudis?
No.
Oh wait, no, it's Emirates. My bad. I don't know. I think the cup is still going on. I'll be real. I don't pay attention to the cup. I don't like that shit. I would consider myself more of a purist. I really don't like the modern NBA because everything is over monetized. It's one of the reasons I also don't like watching sports that much in general, because all they want to do is, okay, do you know who Pete Rose is?
Yeah.
Greatest baseball player that's ever lived, all time in hits, permanently banned from the Baseball Hall of Fame, which is very infamous for being one of the hardest like sports Hall of Fames to get inducted into. What does he get? He gets banned from it for betting that he'd win.
Just betting
That
on himself.
that motherfucker's been dead for years now. And we got DraftKings ads in fucking. I swear they waited till he died to let those DraftKings ads roll in.
Yeah, because even watching hockey, it's like, oh, let's take a look at the replay. Replays today brought to you by like whatever sports book. You could place your bets today at this site. It's like, what the fuck?
You want to know the one time I'm cool with it? I'm cool with advertisements in sports when it's local. You know, I'd rather be like, this highlight dunk is brought to you by Rick's Hardware. Rick runs a hardware store and has been running it for 25 years. Check him out in your local. Check him out on Main Street. You know, that shit.
Yeah.
What I don't fucking like is when, whoa, magnificent play from Ronaldo. Anyway, here's an ad from Walmart.
Yeah.
Don't forget to bet today on DraftKings. Who knows, your parlay might hit. All my buddies do sports betting. God love them. I love them to death. You got to be next level retarded to be betting on shit like that, especially Kalshi.
How do you feel, Adrian?
I'm gonna be real. If you bet on Kalshi, you might actually be like, you are a brainless like Floyd. It is so bad.
I don't bet on Kalshi, but I play some sports bet here and there.
Here and there is one thing, but if you're doing it every night, dude.
I work with someone that'll be, I'll come into work and be like, yo, you got any picks for tonight, bro? I think I'm going to tell my one friend he's got this lineup.
To be honest, Adrian only bets like 50 cents here and there. He doesn't do anything too crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think prediction markets like Kalshi should be like without question banned, not regulated, outright banned. I think they are genuinely dangerous, not just to us, but to society as a whole. Because let's say, I don't know, there's a bet on there that says ISIS house, what are the odds that ISIS house catches on fire and burns to the ground? And everyone's saying 99% no, but 1% saying yeah.
And someone's like, I have a Molotov cocktail in my backseat.
Exactly. Like, how long until the degeneracy gets so fucking low that people start going out and manipulating it themselves?
Yeah.
Like, again,
that's a good point.
Who's going to win betting on who's going to win the next election? You know what that's going to do? That's going to financially incentivize people to manipulate it.
Yes.
That shit should not be allowed, period.
This presidential assassination brought to you by Kalshi.
Yeah, by the way, the shot heard around the world brought to you by Kalshi.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, imagine if that shit existed back during like the revolution. Like, could you imagine having to take a break halfway through a battle? Like, you got a fucking musket hole in you, your buddy's got a hole in him the size of a fucking dinner plate from a goddamn cannonball. And they're like, halt! I bring a royal decree from the king. This battle is sponsored by the Boston Tea Company. Like, it sounds ridiculous today.
Yeah.
I feel like Kalshi and Rainbet just needs to be
my god, dude.
I love seeing Rainbet on everything.
Instagram. I love doom
it's
scrolling.
Seeing Rainbet on everything.
Yeah, like I'm watching what I think is a regular skit, and then the last 15 seconds, this guy being like, "Oh, bro, check out this Rainbet," and I'm like, "Oh my fuck."
Oh yeah, dude. I had there was a guy I used to follow, and he made like the Almost Heaven, West Virginia, and he's like trying to hit a parlay, and he keeps selling shit, and like it's funny, and then you realize like this is all he does. Like he's just a shill for fucking like big gambling.
Yeah, because if you're like a creator and you take like the gambling bag like once to cash in, I can't be too upset because like make that money. Like if Raid Shadow Legends came calling, I'd be fucking on my knees getting that check, bro.
So listen, I won't endorse a product I don't use. Plain and simple. If War Thunder comes knocking on my door, sure, I'll endorse them, but I'm gonna give my honest feelings on it. But I'll endorse you. That's why, like, dude, if it's a company I don't like, if I know I can get away with taking that money, I'm gonna fucking bury them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. I have no issue with people taking sponsors, especially with the fact that, as much as I hate to say it, YouTube is a fucking rat race now, and the optimization of content is quite literally killing the medium as a whole. And it's a damn shame. Like, I don't know if you know what's been happening right now, but literally millions of channels have been terminated because of like YouTube's AI moderation shit.
I've heard a little bit about it.
And recently it's gotten so out of hand that creators are getting banned for literally no reason. Like, the AI moderation just flags it as something that it's not, and then they get terminated.
On the topic of YouTube's AI, apparently they're making it a lot worse. I think they said like 90% of it or something around there is going to be AI moderated.
Listen, I use the word a lot, but I mean it. The YouTube, I preferred when Susan was running this shit.
Yes.
R.I.P.
I prefer R.I.P. Like, deadass. Like, I did not like her. I did not like how she was running YouTube. But like, listen, I did not celebrate her death. That's very unfortunate. But like, I'll be real with you. The guy who's running it now is probably one of the most incompetent and like, not just incompetent, but tone deaf fucking people I've ever heard. This guy is like, this guy keeps him, like, again, I genuinely think they just have a dartboard with the dumbest fucking ideas imaginable in his office, and he's just throwing darts at it with pieces of paper stuck to it, and whichever one it lands on, he's just like, put it in. Again, like, it boggles the mind. Because one of his reasons for the AI tools he wants to add is like, we want to give that amateur style look of the early days of YouTube, and we want to give that ability to be like, you realize the early days of YouTube, people just recorded shit on their fucking video cameras or their camera phones, right? Guess what virtually every human being on planet Earth has access to now? A camera, quite literally a supercomputer you can jack off with in your fucking pocket. Why do we need AI tools to make these videos?
Yeah.
I will listen. I'm very anti-AI. Where I draw the line is if you're using AI in tandem with what you're doing. That is one thing. It's kind of like the whole argument of, what do you prefer in a movie, practical effects or special effects? They both have their upsides and downsides. Like, practical effects can be really time consuming, can be kind of expensive, can also be, you know, sometimes it can look really fucking dated. Other times, and then you look at special effects. What's great with special effects? It's a really powerful tool, and it can make some really cool shit, but if it's overdone, it can look really bad.
Yeah.
But if you use both in tandem, you can make something really, really good. Like, I'll give you an example. Have you ever seen John Carpenter's The Thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the greatest to me, the greatest horror movie ever made, because the every protagonist in that movie is not a fucking idiot. It amazes me that we don't get horror movies where people are just like competent.
Yeah.
It's almost like the movie just doesn't happen, but what do I know? But in that movie, it's renowned for its practical effects that still, like, though they may look dated here and there, they still look amazing. Yeah. What happens about 30 years later? You get the prequel to the first. So technically, this is the third movie. Not a lot of people know this. John Carpenter's The Thing is actually based on a film from the 1957. It's called The Thing from Another World.
Okay.
Yeah, so John Carpenter actually remade this film in the early 80s. Again, great movie. You should watch it. But in the early 2010s, they did technically a prequel called The Thing, and it actually tells a story of what happened before it got to like Russell Brand's group. What happened at that Dutch state? Was it Norwegian or Dutch?
The
station beforehand. Like, you remember in the beginning of the movie, those guys that like were speaking some fucking the guys in the helicopter. Those are the people from that station is what that movie is based on. And all the people that worked on this movie literally said, we will not do this unless we can use practical effects, which they did. And then the studio comes in. Studio execs are a lot like the cuckolds of the gaming industry. They sit there and watch, and then they expect you to do something different.
Yeah.
Studio execs came in, they watched the movie, and the main complaint was like, this looks like a movie from 1981. No shit. They used practical effects, and it looks fucking good. So what do? They go like literally with weeks before, I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks before the movie's supposed to come out. They go through and they use special effects on everything. So they cover up all their hard work, and it looks like shit. And the movie flopped. Like, don't get me wrong, it was not like great to begin with. Like, dude, there's the scene from the first Thing where they like cut the finger to test the blood to make sure they're still alive, like actually a human.
Yeah.
So they have a test like that in the prequel movie. Spoiler alert, it's the most convoluted and fucking insane way of doing it I've ever seen. Everyone's like, it can't replicate it's unable to replicate inorganic matter. I found this guy's fillings in all of the, let me see your teeth. And they're checking everyone's teeth. It's like, okay, he's got fillings, he got fillings. And then the other guy's just like, so you mean to tell me I'm going to die because I flossed my fucking teeth? Mm-hmm. Dude, God tier. Dude, absolute bar. Funniest line in that whole fucking movie, and it's so real. Oh my god, that shit had me fucking crying. Dude, his death in that movie was also like the most horrifying. You watch his face like morph with the monster. It's so crazy. And it would have looked insane if I would have gotten to see it with practical effects.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But to be fair to the people that made that movie, they went off and made their own spiritual successor called Harbinger Down, which they did use practical effects for, and they got Lance Henriksen on it, which if you're an Alien fan, you know who that guy is.
Lance Henriksen. I love Alien. I can't
no, not
Henderson.
Henriksen.
Henriksen. Lance.
He was one of the guys in Alien.
Oh yeah, so he's from. Oh, what is he from? Was it Aliens?
Yeah, he's from Aliens, Alien 3. He was in Terminator. Like, he's in a lot of really good shit.
Yeah, he was one of the synthetics. Okay, yeah, that dude was good. One of the bright spots of Alien 3, which did not have a lot of bright spots.
Thanks.
Speaking of cosmic horror. Speaking of cosmic horror, one of you gentlemen actually gave me a list of topics to talk about, and one of them involved a game that I actually am covered slightly and played and am currently working on a full video for, Routine.
Yeah, I saw your video a couple days ago, and I was like, next time we have him on, I want to talk to him about this, and you said it in your video. It gave me, because I've never seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, which you referenced, but
yes,
you did compare it a little bit to Alien Isolation, and I immediately, when I clicked on your video, I was like, this reminds me a lot of Alien Isolation.
Yep. So I had been following this game for an incredibly long time, like long before I even had internet. So I had a copy of Game Informer. I'm still trying to figure out which fucking issue it was, because it had an entire article dedicated to Routine. And I remember like not having internet, so I would go back and I'd read that every fucking day, just like, is there something I missed in it? Like, is there anything else I could maybe find out? And when I got internet, I'd see like the showcases on it, and I was blown away, because I was really into survival horror at the time. So I was very eager to play it. But as time went on, the game just was not coming out, and I'd assume it was never, ever going to like come out. And then they just quietly released like a couple weeks ago. And yeah, I fucking played it, and I'll be honest, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, the aesthetic, like, I don't know if I'd call it like a filter, whatever, like, I guess like the animation style. It reminds me almost like a little bit of found footage, but it definitely gives that like alien
so
like
the
70s
game
kind of feel to it.
Yeah, so they went for like an 80s like retro like a retro 80s like cosmonaut look. It looks phenomenal. And again, that's the whole look. It's supposed to be very immersive. And I was playing this on a curved monitor with no performance issues, and it was great. I will say this much, this game really doesn't hold your hand. You kind of have to like actually pay attention to shit, because there were moments where I legitimately got stuck, and it was just because I was not paying attention enough. Yeah, I remember
that happens so much.
Dude, I was streaming one night. This was the first night I had bought it. I'd streamed it for a couple hours, and I decided to cut the stream earlier because I was like, dude, I'm really stuck on this puzzle, and I'm kind of tired. I kind of want to end it early. I come back and I'm still stuck on the puzzle for like another hour, I'd say. Turns out the devs had come in and watched me play this from the time I started that stream till when I ended it. Which, keep in mind how insane that is, all right? Because I was like, I've beat the game and I'm like, bravo, Lunar Software. I'm so glad I finally got to play this. Like, I absolutely loved it. Then they just comment, they comment in the chat, and I'm like, oh, no way. I started freaking out a little bit because I'm like, because I even told them, like, if you told 14-year-old me that I was going to be streaming this game to the devs, he'd think you're fucking crazy.
Yeah. That reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if you've seen clips, because they went like semi-viral on like Instagram of Escape the Backrooms. The dev from that game has like gone and like trolled content creators that have been playing it and like messed them a little bit.
That's good.
But it is crazy that this game was teased like what did you say, 13 years ago?
2012.
And
2012, yeah.
We still got this game before GTA 6.
Dude, I for real thought I thought GTA 7 was going to come out before this game did. I thought Red Dead 3 was going to be a thing. Like, I for real, like, it got announced again. Like, I wasn't really paying that much attention because I had other shit going on, but my buddy had still been paying attention to it, and he was letting me know, like, no, it's like coming out. I'm like, okay. And then I had checked and I'm like, wait, Routine's out? And dude, I bought it immediately. Well worth it. Don't get me wrong, and this is one of the things I'm really going to hammer home when I make the video. Listen, if this game came out 10 years ago, it probably would have been heralded as one of like the best survival horror games of that era. It's kind of that's kind of a bold statement, but I really do believe that. Because when it came to the environmental storytelling, the immersion, the world building, it really was that good. And take it from someone who has been and listen, I understand that I do have some serious bias because I've been waiting on this game, but that is my genuine feeling. I understand if people don't want to take that. I understand if people are taking that with a grain of salt and maybe want to have a different perspective going in, because I recommended to a buddy and he wasn't a big fan of it. Completely understandable.
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes for most survival horror. I think like game to game, some games just don't quite do it for certain people.
Oh yeah, people like, again, this game was what it was going to do different if it came out at that time for me that I would have loved over Amnesia, Slender, fucking all those indie horror titles that were coming out at the time would have been the fact that I could actually fight back against the enemy.
Yeah, I remember distinctly when Outlast came out, and you know, I'd never played it, but I was watching people play it, and a big turnoff for me at the time, and even still now, is, you know, and I get that that feeling of helplessness kind of plays into the suspense and what kind of frightens you about the game and stresses you out. But it would just be so nice to even get like a mechanic to stun an enemy, like throw a brick at them or something and make them like stumble so you can
listen,
get away.
I'm gonna be, dude, I'm about to sound like one of those fucking guys that like watches a UFC fight and he's like, I could do that. Like, I'm not turning one of those guys. Playing Outlast made me realize I am more of a man than that character in that game. I'm like, fucking some psycho dude's coming at me with a 2x4. Dude, I'm 6'2", 300 pounds. I'm about to pick this fucking dude up and pile drive him into the floor. You mean to tell me, like, because I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, dude, I think my fat ass could get out. Like the section where you like enter the building and you're like stuck in there, I'm looking at it like, dude, I definitely think I could get out.
Yeah, bro.
Not even like difficult, but like easily get out. I might get hurt getting out, but like I'm out. I don't care if I got a broken leg. I can still crawl, dude. I will say this. I will say this much: was not a fan of Outlast that much. The DLC though, Whistleblower, I did kind of like. It also didn't help that I shared the same name with the fucking main protagonist of that game, and I was just deeply unnerved the entire time. So like, I mean, immediately I'm just like putting myself in that situation. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, Dave, you played more Outlast than me. What'd you think about it?
Honestly, because I have recently gotten into Alien Isolation, right?
Yeah.
I am more fan of survival horror games where I can kind of fight back. That's why I kind of like Outlast Trials more than Outlast. Because at least I can throw a fucking bottle at somebody's face and stun them for a little bit. But Outlast 1, I haven't ever played 2. I've recently wanted to play 2, but never played 2. Outlast 1, I think I got to the point where you meet that fucking bald-headed naked dude that has the fucking fat-ass scissors.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Fuck, I know which one you're talking about. He's the doctor.
Yeah, that fucking cuts off your fingers whenever you first meet.
Again, I'm looking at that guy and I'm like, bro, he's got like some jangly ass pair of scissors. Like, I would beat his ass. Like, I'd beat the fucking dog shit out of him. Like, what are we doing here, people?
Like, it's like, even whenever like you first like enter the fucking asylum, like whenever you see the body, or not the body, like the room full of heads, bro. Yeah, that's kind of your cutest skedaddle, you know. He's kind of a fucking idiot.
Dude, the second I look at a fucking mental asylum and I see that there's trash everywhere and there's not an aid in sight, the lights are still on, I'm probably calling the National Guard, if I'm being honest.
I'm calling the fucking military.
Yeah. I'm calling ICE, bro. Like, fuck it. There's probably squatters in there.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and I'm just...
I think there were some dogs in that game too. I might want to call Christy while I'm at it.
But I don't.
Dave, I don't think that went over your head. Christy Gnome was talking about
Christy Gnome domed.
Yeah, she domed her fucking dog. Yeah.
Christy Gnome Dome, bro. Don't ever ask for dome from Christy Gnome. She blows your shit smooth off.
But yeah, I just think I'm more of a fan of like survival games where I can kind of at least fight back.
Yeah, for sure. Because like you can't kill the xenomorph in Alien Isolation, but you can at least like scare him away, you know?
Yeah, you can at least like body them.
I don't think I would even want to make an attempt at trying to kill it because like it's just gonna fuck you up even more. Like, this thing is completely designed to fuck your shit up no matter the circumstance.
But strictly from a survival horror game, I think it's a cool concept to be exploring a mental asylum that is just absolutely taken over by the patients. Gameplay wise, not the biggest fan.
Yeah, I did when I was looking up some stuff about Routine, I did find Game Radar's review of it. They gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Which I mean seems kind of respectable to me. I won't go through the entire thing, but the pros and cons they had were pros looks great, some brilliant puzzles, well-crafted atmosphere, and their cons were very basic enemy AI, too many stealth encounters, and in-game logic occasionally falls down.
Yeah, I will say that was like one of the issues I had was like the enemies in that game did feel kind of like pushovers. Particularly the robots. Like when it came to like what was the most unnerving ones to deal with, it was without question the robots. But the thing was is like, man, not only could I outrun them, like I could just pop them once and then I could be gone. And not only that, they don't insta kill you right off rip. They pick you up and throw you. Like that's their first move. And then you encounter the second enemy type in the game, which is the only other one. And what does he do? He destroys you. Like he one hits you. That dude is fucking terrifying though. Holy shit. Turns out he was bugged. So my first encounter with him, he was actually like completely visible. And I thought, I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Like, I not only do I hear him, I know what he looks like. That's cool, I guess. Turns out it was bugged. He was actually supposed to be invisible the whole time.
Well, at least it gave you so thankfully
no, I still couldn't figure out the puzzle. It wasn't until after I fixed it. It wasn't until after they patched it and I played it again. And I was like, oh yeah, this guy's actually kind of fucking scary.
Yeah, I mean, indie's definitely been on the come up, and it's been like the only thing. It's been the only type of game I look forward to nowadays because AAA is just so stale right now. So it's nice, even if you have to wait 13 years, it's nice to have those unique experiences.
I mean, I'm waiting on Kenshi 2 now. That's all I got in my life now.
Kenshi fucks.
Honestly, I might hit 1 mil before I see Kenshi 2. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna have 6 Ferraris. Not because I'm here to flex some. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Fuck Bungie, bro. They like,
hey, he's got like 27 whips at this point, bro. Fuck that man.
Speaking of someone that needs to be whipped, Jeff Keighley.
Oh, dude, that fucking reveal at the end, I got so.
Let me be clear. I haven't watched an well, I know it's Game Awards, but I haven't watched like any sort of game presentation from start to finish since like E3 2016, was it? I do not give a fuck because nowadays it's just I'm excited to show you this genre defining FPS title. It's a 5v5 hero shooter and everyone's just like
yeah,
I hate hero shooters with a passion.
I will say last year's Game Awards actually had a lot of bangers in it. It was actually really good this year. Like, what did we say the only games were that we looked forward to? It was the Divinity game.
Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah. Whatever like new expansion that Diablo was putting out, the trailer for it was just like fucking awesome and low-key got me wanting to try out Diablo. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, and then literally Bradley the Badger honestly looked kind of fire.
Yeah,
looked kind of fire.
Those are like the only
like when Bradley Badger is in your top 5 for like hype after the Game Awards, I think you got a problem.
Trying to think, like, again, I didn't watch the Game Awards, but from what I understood, a lot of gotcha slop was getting some awards.
Yeah,
like there was probably literally 7 or 8, maybe even like closer to 10 Genshin Impact clones that were getting revealed. Like,
yeah,
it was all anime style. It was all you're a samurai in Japan. Like all of it, for the vast majority of games were mixed between those two themes. And I mean, maybe that made the other trailers stand out more. But by the end of it, I was like, I can't take any. Like, let me guess, this game's gonna be fucking anime or Japan. And it's like, okay, yeah, it is.
Hi guys, I'm a Chinese game developer, and I'm here to contribute to your porn addiction.
Yeah, literally.
Like that's all it is. I played Genshin way back in the day, and I was like, I had no clue what I was doing. I was just running around doing shit. And then my buddy's like, you know those tiers, you can roll that for characters, right? It's like, yeah, I've been trying to get it's like, how many you got? Apparently I just had so many. I got all the characters at the time, and I just never played it again. Like, those games are so whack. Like, I don't know how the fuck people sit down and play that shit. To me, it's just like a complete waste of fucking time.
Yeah. I never experienced. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Because it was either anime style feudal Japan or
Yes.
zombie or mech shooters.
That's all it was, dude.
And after, like, they really should have waited for the Old Republic game to be released at the end instead of the fucking
that or Larian's new game. Like, one of those two should have been the final reveal. And like, I will say this: I know there's a lot of fatigue with hero shooters. They're not my favorite genre, but it's like, it's not even for me that it was just a hero shooter that was in the last slot. It's that this is like the worst hero shooter I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, the game looked bad.
People were comparing it to Concord, weren't they?
Yeah. Apparently the trailer, I was watching, I don't know if any of you guys watch Legendary Drops at all, but I was watching his video when I was eating earlier, and apparently he was saying he went through like the trailers and like almost shot for shot, like the parts of the game they showcased, it's like almost one for one the Concord trailer. So this is probably just a Concord clone, which, I mean, it's not going to end well for him.
So that whole green text about Concord 2 is actually real.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh man. Yeah, and also people were like freaking out a lot about I don't know how much you pay attention to Twitter, but a lot of people were really getting fucking butthurt about AI usage in fucking Expedition 33. And turns out, like, and Larian was pretty big on the whole anti-AI stance, but they did come out and say, like, they use generative AI. And this kind of circles back to the whole point I made earlier. They're getting a ton of flack for this shit when they perfectly stated that, like, this is not here to replace people's jobs. This is simply here to help them do their job.
Yeah.
Like, they're not sitting there all day making prompts. They're strictly using it to help them with their vision. Help them work on stuff, because it's not just for art direction, it could also be for programming, hell, just for well, actually I think the whole one with Larian was just for a PowerPoint presentation. Like, you're getting mad over that? Like, what?
Yeah, because I can understand some AI usage where maybe you put in a line of code that you're having issues debugging and you're asking the AI, like, help find the fault in this, the code segment. Like, I can get that.
Yeah, it's not like it's fucking Black Ops 7 where they were like, make me an incredibly convoluted and retarded fucking FPS campaign. Go.
Yeah. Make me,
and then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Studio
to
Ghibli calling cards.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have Call of Duty Black Slop 7.
Yeah, because for me, as an artiste, as a creative, I kind of draw the line at just like, you're putting in a prompt and you're saying generate an alpha wolf looking to a moon, howling for his pack to follow him to get like a t-shirt design.
That deserves death. Face the wall. You are disrespecting every autistic person that's ever worn those.
I have had a wolf t-shirt when I was younger. I have. So I can't bash it too hard, but yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a wolf t-shirt, bro. That's crazy.
I had a Nirvana t-shirt, close enough.
Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's probably all like buzzword shit too. I think people just hear AI on the like online these days. And they just get butthurt about it.
I mean, yeah, that's really all it is. It is just a buzzword. Again, people are entitled to their opinion, but to be just up in arms about first off, a studio being open with you about what they're doing, I'd say is pretty fucking commendable. Hell, KCD2, PC Gamer, I think it was PC Gamer just gave them Game of the Year, so fuck yeah. The game I was hoping would get it, got it. Obviously, it didn't get it at the Game Awards.
The Game Awards.
It's different. Yeah, it's different publications. Jeff Keighley, sorry, bro, but like.
Did you ever play Expedition 33?
I'll be honest. I'm not really into like those turn-based games anymore. I'm not gonna listen. When I go to that store page and I see how many people reviewed it and it says overwhelmingly positive, I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're wrong. Like, very clearly, whatever they're playing, it has to be an absolute banger.
Because I don't want to say it didn't deserve the awards.
Oh yeah, I fully agree that it.
I'm looking for someone to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I fully like believe that it deserved it, but I also fully believe that KCD2 could have gotten it as well.
Mm.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was so fucking good, man. It was so good.
Yeah, I think with Expedition 33, I would just love to talk to someone who played it and have them describe to me like what made it so good, because just purely for even just like the games that were up for nomination by the final award, I was so annoyed with them getting all these fucking different awards, because the same music track plays every single time. We're like, at the beginning when they won best music, I was like, oh wow, this song is really nice, like the vocals are nice. But after 8 awards, I was like, come on, dude, like pick a different like track maybe.
They should play. They should play like that fucking that super old ass. Is it Kevin McClade that made the song? The fucking trumpets you'd hear in like. They just play that every time, dude. That would make me laugh. I'd laugh every time I heard that.
Yeah. I mean, it's an award show at the end of the day. Like I'm not even like, I'm not an Oscars, I'm not an Emmy guy. Like I could care less who wins awards. I think the big thing is just, I'm happy for people that had a game that they enjoyed, regardless of if it wins an award or not. Like if Arc Raiders won Game of the Year like Shroud wanted, I'd be more pissed than Shroud. I'd be more pissed that Shroud was right than I'd be pissed that it won, because I know people did enjoy the game.
Yeah, I got plenty of friends who enjoy Arc Raiders, and I'm not gonna hate on them for it. But like, dude, it does not deserve Game of the Year. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Adrian got a lot of hate.
A lot of hate
for our take on Arc Raiders.
Like, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad game. I just come from that early era of people playing extraction shooters, and listen, all I played was Tarkov. That game's fucking awful. All right. Newsflash: if Tarkov didn't change after 2021, I'd probably still be playing it, like straight up.
Yeah, pre-2021 Tarkov was.
But genuinely, I don't think I enjoy Tarkov, or I don't enjoy Tarkov that much anymore. Well, I don't play it anymore because, frankly, it was the pandemic. Like I had nothing going on, so I was just wasting my time on that.
It's a good game to just fucking sink hours into.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Well, dude, let me say it's easy to sink hours into it if you're playing it.
Dude, I went to a fortune teller and she said that it seems like you were supposed to live to 100, but you're going to live to be like 72. I was like, why? And she's like, what did you do in your life? It's like, I played Escape from Tarkov. I was like, yeah, that checks out. That checks out.
Yeah, my thing, and I don't know if this even makes sense, because I know I've played a lot of games that have been made in Unreal 5. Obviously it's the latest tech, everyone's going to be using it, but when I play Arc Raiders, and I haven't said this in any of our videos talking about it, because I was like, well, with the fucking reception we were getting, I was like, I don't think they're going to like this take. When I play Arc Raiders, it feels like I walked over to someone's workstation and they're like, oh, check out this thing I made, and I'm playing it in Unreal, and it's all raw assets. Nothing has been like changed. There's no like real atmosphere that makes me feel like I'm a part of like a different universe. It just all to me feels like Unreal assets.
I mean, I don't know if that makes sense. I guess what you're trying to say is it feels uninspired.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, listen, dude. The reason why people play games like Tarkov is because of it's a hardcore shooter. The reason why people want to play Arc Raiders is they want that extraction shooter they want an extraction shooter that's also really casual, which I understand, because newsflash, I mean, that's trying to play Tarkov casually has got to be the most mind-numbing experience, because that was me. I probably put 2K hours into that game and I was a casual player. I was not a guy hitting clips. I was not some big fucking streamer with, God, whoever did all the fucking Twitch, whoever did all the fucking like Twitch PFPs for those Tarkov streamers, dude, that guy can retire. I'm not trying to throw shade at those people because, like, let's be real, the guy that was, I don't know if it's like a website they went to or if it was an actual artist making all those. They look good. I won't deny that, but it's just funny to see how they all stylistically look the same.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't one of those guys. Like I just was not very good at Tarkov. My PC, what's funny is my PC could barely run Tarkov, and once I got like my PC upgraded and I could run it, I literally stopped playing the game. Like I just did not find any interest in it at all.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd ever, even try to do PvE Tarkov or anything, but
I did it. I hated it. Nikita is a gigantic fucking idiot. I'll stand by that statement. I'll die by that statement. I remember when the guy said no hand holding, you can just go wherever. And what does he do now? First order of business, you have to go to this map called Ground Zero. I fucking genuinely that map, I hated that map so much I quit playing. That was literally the last time I ever played it.
Yeah, it's not a good look when, I mean, at least for me, as someone that watches the Burnt Peanut, my favorite thing that Nikita has done to the game since I started playing was him giving Burnt Peanut a streamer item. Most of the decisions he's made, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? like a hardcore wipe for the last wipe of this game. Like, it just, honestly, I think that's what set up Arc Raiders for success, is that he pissed off a bunch of people that were into Tarkov and they were willing to give other games a chance.
Listen, I did not like what was going on with Tarkov when I was playing it. I was already out looking for other games. The problem was like either you had to enter a playtest for it, they ran like shit, they weren't that good, or you had to be a fucking like prototype tester. Like I was a prototype tester for Marauders. Like I remember playing that game around the same time that I got what's it called? Around the same time that I got Escape from Tarkov. I remember watching Big Fry cover it and all that. I was playing the prototype quite a bit, and then big update comes. I'm under an NDA now, and I'm playing like the placeholder shit for the new engine and all that, or not new engine, for the new build of the game. I got the NDA footage. Like I don't know if it's public. I want to say I made it public for a little bit, but I had COVID at the time, and I was playing placeholder with the devs and my buddy who was a community manager for SIG. And I was having so much fun playing it. Game fucking comes out. I play it with some of my creator buddies. Like we had a good time. I did did an event with my community manager buddy and the devs, and we loaded up like one of the biggest ships in the game with like gold and shit and a bunch of like cool ass weapons. And the whole idea was like, if you're a player in the match, just come seek us out. If you kill us, you get to take it all with you. Like we were doing shit like that. I swear to you, within a year that game was dead, and it's literally abandonware now. The devs don't even touch the game.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm actually so mad about Marauders being dead, because that was like one of the games I was really looking forward to trying whenever I first got my PC, and I just couldn't, because by the time I did get it, this shit was just gone. Like I don't even think it was like 1,000 players.
Like one of the guys I'm acquainted with is a guy named Don Tony, and he does he played Tarkov a little bit. He played a lot of Marauders. Like I remember he was one of the big guys playing that at the time. And when Marauders died off, he went to Hunt, I'm pretty sure. I think he just kind of plays whatever he wants to now. But like, dude, I remember when Marauders was low key popping for a little bit. Like one of my first big breaks with a video was my Marauders video that got like 5K. Like I remember that day. That was a crazy day for the channel. And to be fair, I straight up just lost interest in the game afterward. I mean, to be fair, I was not in a very good place mentally when I was trying to play that game again, so that didn't exactly help. But I eventually lost interest in the game, and I just like quit playing it. And it's funny too, because occasionally I would get a notification in the Marauders Discord and I would check it, and apparently someone would see the video I had made and they'd be like, "Hey, does he still make videos?" I'm like, "Dude, this game's dead, man." Like, please. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but come on, man. I'm actually looking right now. I wonder if no way is the Marauder. No, okay, there's the Marauder server. I wonder what's going on.
Because I feel like
here.
a lot of people that played Marauders, whenever that died, they all moved to Hunt. And even like, I feel like Hunt's kind of struggling nowadays, sadly. Like, I might be wrong, but because I haven't touched Hunt in like a good 6 months, but
yeah, I mean, I fuck with Hunt Showdown. It's a nice, switch up in setting compared to other extraction shooters. It looks like Hunt's got 14,000 in game, so it's not doing bad.
Damn, doing better than what fucking D2's doing, probably.
Yeah, a lot better.
It looks like is in fucking shambles.
Dude.
I'm so mad ridiculous about what's going on with fucking Bungie, bro. Like, I love.
How do you go from making Marathon and Halo to making Marathon and getting sued for making Marathon? Is that not the most insane fucking shit on the planet?
I didn't even know they were being fucking sued. That's ridiculous.
Because
I'm pretty sure they made the original Marathon. Yeah, they like ripped someone's assets. I won't deny this. The art, the style for Marathon looks fucking sick. I do love how that game looks.
Mm.
Yeah, it does look really cool, but I don't know if I'll end up playing that game, but I will like call it how I see it. Even though they eventually fucking fixed it and are doing their own thing now, it looks good. It looks good. I won't deny that.
Like, I just don't because I know that Renegades right now has like the extraction shooter style game mode that they have, like if you have like the DLC, but like a whole game dedicated to like a whole extraction shooter. I don't think Bungie has the facilities for that. I don't think it's going to be good.
I don't know how Bungie's going to handle it. All I know is I saw the video of someone showing off the main menu, and the first option just said store, and I was like, absolute fucking cinema, dude. Absolute cinema.
Because I have seen like a little bit of gameplay.
Yeah, it does look cool. Like, I do think the gameplay does look good, but again, it's one of those things where I'd have to play it myself to know.
Like, I definitely feel like it would be good if they did what they did for D2 was like making it free to play, but like a full price isn't.
I don't know how I feel about the free to play model. Honestly, I played D2 when it came out, and even then I was just like, I genuinely felt like D2 was inferior to the first game.
It still is. I love D1 with a passion. I really wish they would bring it to PC.
Though I will say, that entire week where are they called trace rifles? The ones that just fire the beam? You remember that when Prometheus lens was broken as fuck?
Prometheus
a week,
fucking broken as fuck.
It was that and one other like trace rifle that were just.
Was it? I remember Cold Heart being.
I think it was Cold Heart. But in PvP or in PvP modes for like a weekend, it felt like it was the most ridiculous fucking weapon in the game. Everybody had it. And then it was like the weapons I remember everyone using at the time was the Mida multi-tool and the mini tool, and then the Graviton Lance. Like those were the big hitters at the time.
Yeah.
And slide shotguns, and I get PTSD thinking about it.
I forgot how fucking broken shotguns used to be in D1.
I remember I was playing D1 and I got a Lord of Wolves, which is like, not a good weapon in PvP. Did not care. I thought that shit. My favorite weapon in D1 was No Land Beyond. One of the coolest looking.
Yes.
Dude, also, it was one of the only sniper primaries, if I remember correctly.
I think they actually changed No Land Beyond to being special in D2, sadly.
Yeah, as I say, I know in D1 it was a primary, which,
yeah,
first off, awesome. Like, listen, that is strictly going to be a PvP weapon that, like, you're kind of goofing around with. That was never going to be, like, a good, let's take that rifle into a raid, you know what I mean?
And sadly for D1, like the best, like, raid weapon to have was fucking Gallarhorn, and just the fact that they nerfed it so bad in D2 is honestly kind of sad, and the fact that I have to pay like $20 for that DLC to even get it, you got me fucked up.
Oh man. Rise of Iron was like the last time I genuinely enjoyed playing like Destiny. Rise of Iron was that, because that was when they added the Iron Banner mode, didn't they?
Yeah. I think that was.
I remember I can't remember. It's been a while. I remember first time I played that bullshit. I was sitting there thinking like, I'm pretty good at the standard mode. I think I'll do all right at this. Fucking shoot a guy 8 times like he's fucking 50 Cent, and he turns around and one shots me. I'm like, okay.
Because I remember I used to play a lot of D1 PvP whenever I was at my friend's house, because I never owned it on the PS3. And whenever I finally owned a D2, they released Trials of Osiris, and I was like,
"Oh my dude, I got the funniest fucking story." Please continue.
I hate Trials to this fucking day, bro.
So you know about have you ever gone flawless in Trials?
Fuck no.
So I got a buddy. I used to game share on PlayStation with him. He was playing with all of our other friends who played Destiny, and they had won 9 games in a row. I believe he had to win 10 to go flawless. I accidentally logged into his PlayStation mid-game. He got fucking kicked. My 2 other friends proceeded to win the game and they went flawless. They went fucking flawless. He didn't. Dude, he was like, he changed his password, so I couldn't game share with him anymore. He legit cut me off over that. I was like, dude, you're such a fucking ass for that. It was a complete accident.
Getting just absolutely banned from bro's account for just not letting him go flawless for 10 games is ridiculous.
It was, listen, in retrospect, I understand that anger, because to be fair, I probably would have driven to his house over that. if I cared about Destiny like that, because I cared, like, because don't get me wrong, I used to get hot playing video games. Like, I still get pretty mad sometimes, but like, dude, I used to punch holes. Man, I've said it before. I used to punch holes in walls when I play video games, dog. I don't like raging like that though. I think it's childish as shit, and I don't do it no more.
Yeah, I definitely didn't smack the fuck out of my desk like a month ago playing Call of Duty.
I may or may not have been playing 2K earlier and spiked my controller into the thing. Dude, I have this like Switch Pro controller, and it's got like the cover you can pop off. And I thought I completely destroyed it because the cover came off, and then the fucking joysticks just went flying out, and I'm like,
it just falls apart like an Android.
Literally like I'd say about 20 minutes before I joined this call and we started, I was like, dude, I was playing for the Warriors. We're literally like bottom of the Western Conference, and we have a key game against the fucking Clippers. All right, this probably sounds like fucking, I'm probably speaking Greek to you guys.
I've played 2K before.
Okay, so you know ball. Isaiah fucking Thomas is the point guard, bro. Dude's 5'9". I have a 6'11" power forward. Tell me how this motherfucker gets a layup off of me when I have like a 70 block, and that shit gets called for the foul and makes it. Dude, I just sat there, I went, fuck, and I just spiked the controller.
Hey, I don't blame you, bro. That sounds bullshit.
Oh, dude, 2K, like, old 2K will hit you with that bullshit, but you gotta appreciate it because at least the game's good.
I'm not gonna lie, I miss like old 2K because I used to play like the NBA games back on like the PS2 whenever I was a kid. And the fact that like even on like the PS3, like you can go back and play like a casual My Career, and you can't do that nowadays is kind of bullshit.
I know. That's why I remember buying a copy of NBA 2K like 21, and I was like, well, I don't intend on playing online. I'm just going to play some My Career. Apparently you need an internet connection to do that.
Yeah, because the only modern 2K I've bought was 22. Because I kind of pressured Adrian into buying that with me, to be honest.
I mean, the whole reason it's like this now is because they realize that people don't want to play My Career. People want to play the game online. They want to play so they specifically just do as little as they can for like the My Career mode, and then just funnel all their resources into optimizing and monetizing the other aspects of the game that they know people play.
Yeah, and I recently went back. It was probably last year, I think. I went back to play some My Career on 22, and I just couldn't. Like, it wouldn't let me, and I'm over here like, well, this was a waste of $60.
The last one I believe you can do it on is 2K16. I know you can do it on 2K15. I know for a fact you can do it on 2K15. But but really, I'd say the best one you'll probably get is playing 2K13 on like Xbox or PS3. It's really as good as it's gonna get. The best 2K I've ever played, like it used to be 2K13, but straight up it's 17. 17 was so fucking good. It was so much fun.
I never played 17, but I think 2K19 of the ones that I think I've played 19, 20, 22, and 25, and 19's my favorite.
I started with NBA 2K, the original, and then I went to 2K11, and I played pretty much every single one besides 2K12, 2K14, and 2K18. I haven't bought one since 2K23.
Yeah, I've always been more, I mean, I played hockey. I'm a hockey fan more than anything, so I've always been more into the NHL games, and I just got NHL 26. I had to get a fucking console because I didn't have any of the new ones. And I hadn't played it in like fucking 6 years because I guess similar to 2K, they did not change the career mode for those 6 years. It was exactly the same every single year. And I'm a big single player guy with that game, so I was like, it's not worth my money for a roster update to just do the same shit again.
Yeah, I just feel like whoever runs like the 2K games or like the company just in general just needs to get their shit together. Like
they don't need to get their shit together because all they care about is profit. Like Ronnie 2K and LD 2K have completely abandoned they've completely abandoned what made the old 2K games so good, which was just the atmosphere, the vibe. Like nothing will ever top that intro to 2K16. You immediately get hit with DJ Khaled and All I Ever Do Is Win playing. Bro, you're hyped immediately starting that game up. Like, dude, you know how hyped I am to get my ass beat on my park? Never. 2K16? DJ Khaled! Dude,
like I absolutely love just like usually like the soundtracks of like the older 2Ks. Like they're just so good.
Yep. And plus I will say this, I did not like the My Careers after like 2K15 because they just got like 2K16 was produced by Spike Jones. No, Spike Lee, I think. It was a Spike. I don't know how much. I don't know. It was so like jarring because like it put your parents in there and like, listen, I'm not saying that this is a problem. It's just incredibly funny to see. But like, I do my face scan and I'm a white guy. All right. Why are both my parents black? It's just so funny. I don't know why, but it is because I seen who they used for the model, and I'm like, so I have his voice, and dude, that story was so fucking chaotic. Like, you just like killed someone, in the story, and your buddy bailed you out and took the fall for it so you could become a big time basketball player, and he just killed himself in a car crash. And I'm like, and I remember playing like 10 seasons, and like, dude, the announcers still like Waylon or is a lot. Bleep that out.
I got you.
Yeah, please. He's like, so and so is currently still had a pretty rough off season. He lost his dear friend, and I'm like, dude, I'm on year 10. Like, what? It also pissed me off that when the colleges you could pick to play for, they gave me fucking Louisville and not Kentucky. Do I look like Jack Harlow, motherfucker? No. I bleed blue till I die.
I know we kind of got off the Destiny train a little bit, but I wanted to get your opinion on something, because Dave's been wanting me to try Destiny, give it a fair shot, because I've never touched it, and I have always been a Warframe guy, and I was curious if you've ever tried Warframe.
Played it 10 years ago. I don't like it.
Damn.
Sorry, I don't mean to be like just that harsh, but like I played it back in the day. I was not a fan. Sorry if I sound quiet. I had to step away for a second.
Oh, you're good.
It's hot and sweaty. Balls are sticking to my leg.
With passion.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of, and I mean, it's mainly like a content creator thing. I've seen a lot of the Destiny content creators go over and, you know, start playing some Warframe. Like Aztec Cross did that, and I was watching his videos trying out Warframe for the first time. I don't know how much of the player base of Destiny would actually enjoy Warframe, because I mean, the space themes, you know, they're similar, but there's a lot different about the games. But I do think I'll give Destiny 2 a shot at some point. I definitely don't want to like finally sit down to play it and it be dead, you know. But
I don't know. I was not super big on, like, again, it's one of those things where I look at it. The only reason I was really playing it is because I had nothing else to play.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of like my standpoint on it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I hated the game with a passion. I didn't hate it. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's understandable. I did want to ask you, before we get into the sort of the wind down of the episode here. In your routine video, you mentioned that you're trying to put out some shorter, not so long videos before your big video, and you mentioned that you had a Hell Let Loose video ready to come out, or in the works. What are your thoughts on Hell Let Loose Vietnam? Because they just released some new gameplay trailers.
Me and my big fucking mouth. I'm gonna be real with you. Routine coming out completely derailed that Hell Let Loose video. Like, I know I said I was gonna make a shorter video for it, but honestly, I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just gonna try and make a full video next year on it. But sorry, what was your question again? On what are my thoughts on Hell Let Loose Vietnam?
Yeah, but I'm curious what your thoughts are after seeing some of the gameplay stuff.
I'm so fucking hyped for it.
Yes, dude.
I played a lot of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. In fact, if you see my channel, a lot of my earlier videos are on Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. So I'm very happy to see this, because I used to play Squad a fair bit, and one of the things I was eagerly waiting on was Squad Vietnam. But unfortunately, that just like never came to be. Here's the cycle of a Squad fan. Really dope mod comes out, gets really popular, they make a standalone version, game dies, repeat. It happened. I wouldn't say it happened with Postscriptum / Squad 44. That game has kind of always been ups and downs. They tend to get a spike in players whenever a big update drops. But I was there when Beyond the Wire came out, and that game was super fun, and I loved it, because I'm a big World War I guy. I don't think it gets enough representation. I mean, in terms of games that do get represented. Because let's be real, I'm still waiting on a Korean War FPS to come out. It needs to happen.
Yeah.
But
are you talking about Vietnam?
Yeah, this is like leading up to it. Beyond the Wire died shortly after release. That's basically what happened. It's a shame because I was really hyped for that game. I don't think that's going to happen with Hell Let Loose Vietnam because thankfully Hell Let Loose itself, if you've ever played Insurgency Sandstorm, it kind of feels like that for me. It's like that good balance between a hardcore tactical shooter and like an arcade shooter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely I found it easier, and I know when we had you on before, you were like, I told you about how I was struggling to learn the controls of Arma 3, and you're like, don't play Arma 3. So it's probably not
Literally
the best comparison.
Just play Reforger. Yeah, literally just play Reforger.
But when I got into Hell Let Loose, and the only like adjacent, if you could call it, game I'd played was Arma 3. It was so much easier to get into.
Yeah, it's a Hell Let Loose is really good for a cat. Like, it's good for both casual and like hardcore audiences because for the casual player, they can just pick up the game and play it. There's not like a steep learning curve they have to like. That's one of the reasons why I don't play Postscriptum. Steep learning curve. Not a lot of people play it. Also, I'm just not a fan of the fact that they don't go the Hell Let Loose route, which Hell Let Loose recreates historic locations for you to fight on. Postscriptum, I think they do that. Well, they definitely did it with the Pacific update. Like, they fucking literally added like historical islands that the Marines fought on. So, but some of the maps they have are more or less inspired by those places. But it's mainly like on the European theater, let me be clear.
Okay.
But for the most part, Hell Let Loose's maps, from what I understand, are like historical recreations. Like they are like really well done. Which makes me very eager to see what Hell Let Loose Vietnam holds, because I am very eager to see how Hamburger Hill is going to be, the Battle of Khe Sanh, and all the shit going on during the Tet Offensive. I will be judging this very harshly. I'm a big Vietnam. I say that because I have a connection to Vietnam. My grandfather served during it, so like. I always jokingly say like I'm living as my grandfather through this game.
Yeah, I think Hell Let Loose is popular enough that I think it could be self-sustaining for a long time. But
it'll self-sustain for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the people that published Hell Let Loose also the same people that published Marauders.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I was under. By the way, that was what I was under NDA for the longest fucking time. It was because they had secured a publisher and we couldn't talk about it. And I was just like, dude, it's the same guys that made Hell Let Loose. Like, who fucking cares?
But yeah, because I think they can definitely self-sustain themselves for a while, even without, bringing in a bunch of new people. But I think specifically the theater of Vietnam has the potential for like the game to go viral and for people to be like Instagram reels and TikToks to blow up. People being like, you're telling me we can go and fight in Vietnam with the boys?
Because Vietnam kind of has that. It's kind of a great middle point for those types of players, because I don't know, there's kind of a disconnect when you try to make like a highlight reel on like Hell Let Loose, because like, newsflash, if you're putting fucking like some epic ass music over it and you're like, wow, it's World War II, it's kind of a disconnect. It's kind of like to me, I look at it like, wow, that's cool, but like, is there anything else?
Yeah.
For me, doing the Vietnam one, I think works because you'd be surprised how much of that like 60s and 70s like psychedelic rock and just metal in general is actually like royalty free. I would say royalty free, but like they don't nuke your fucking channel or prevent the video from being uploaded for using it. Yeah. Like I use the entirety of Painted Black by Rolling Stones for a video. I didn't get flagged. Like, and not only that, and not only that, you can use some really dope ass music for Hell Let Loose content, and not only does it go great, it fucking kicks ass. Like, it just fits perfectly.
You know,
see, that's the thing that I'm really big on when I'm making my videos is how can I make this song fit with the video?
Yeah,
that's what I'm always big on, because
you
like,
know how much
dude,
Creedence Clearwater you're gonna hear in fucking this new
bro, I got shit you ain't ever heard of that puts DCR to shame. You are like, let me explain. You're like scratching the surface of that iceberg. I'm in the fucking depths. I'm in the void looking at albums you ain't even heard of.
But yeah, bro,
I got spiritual funk lined up, ready to play on that shit. I got Captain Beefheart on the beat. I literally turned on a group of people to Captain Beefheart while I was playing Hell Let Loose during a live stream. That was so funny because they were like, "What are you listening to?" And they were like, "So and so." I was like, "Oh, really? That's cool. I listen to a lot of psychedelic rock." I was like, "You ever listen to Captain Beefheart?" And they're like, "Who's that?" It's like, "Oh, I was like, here, look up so and so." He looks up this song, and I hear it playing through his microphone, and he was like, "Damn, this is pretty good." I was like, "Can you tell?" I told him, I was like, "Would it be crazy if I told you that dude was seen as not marketable?"
Yeah,
He's got
the Vietnam theater is definitely one of my favorites. I would love more stuff in the Pacific, but I'm glad that we're gonna get another big Vietnam game.
So the thing that Hell Let Loose, like I said, that they do really well is historical recreations. I want to say they are working on the Pacific. I'm not I can't confirm it. I don't really know anything, but I've only heard things. But from what I understand, they have a team working on the Pacific for when Hell Let Loose Vietnam comes out. But it's going to be a while before we get it, because you got to make an entirely new faction, you got to make entirely new weapons. I mean, with the Marine Corps, you technically kind of get a pass because they're pretty much using the same shit as what the US Army was using in Europe. But there's going to be nuance that they're going to have to get right. It's not like you can just slap an M1 Garand into a Marine's hand and just call it okay. Yeah. So there's going to be some things that they're going to have to iron out and get right, because if they can, it's one of my biggest pet peeves with World War II shooters. We get no representation in the Pacific anymore. We get no representation on the Eastern Front. Hell Let Loose does that. They actually do that. And then it's another pet peeve. We get no coverage on the Korean War. I still want a Korean War shooter. It needs to happen. I hate that it's called the Forgotten War.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see who'd be the first developer to take that on, because I definitely think DICE, went outside of the box doing World War One. And I don't think Call of Duty's in a space where they're going to be creative enough to do that.
That was a lightning in the bottle for them. We'll never get another game like Battlefield 1 because they're not going to be willing to take a risk like that again.
You don't think the success of Battlefield 6 would give them the confidence that people are on board with them?
I think it gives DICE the confidence. I don't know if it's going to give EA the confidence. Because I feel like EA cares more. Well, I don't feel like I know. EA cares more about their investors than they do the player base.
Yeah, and did they just get bought by the Saudis?
That too.
We're never getting a fucking DICE game in Afghanistan, or fucking Iraq.
It ain't gonna stop me from talking shit. I will say this though: if there's one studio I genuinely think could do a Korean War game, it would be the same studio that made Hell Let Loose. If they're like, genuinely, they really could do that.
Yeah, because I mean, they stay true to history, and I feel like the direction like Call of Duty's gone in, every single time they talk about going to an era, especially with Black Ops 7, I'm like, oh, so is this going to be like the Korean War, but if you were on psychedelics the entire time? Giant world bosses coming out of the fucking rivers and shit.
I mean, one of the complaints I feel like people will have about playing a Korean War shooter is the fact that like you're still using like the same shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't change the fact that like it's a different setting. Like, I don't think people realize how insane the Korean War was. Like, it started off as like the North Koreans pushing the South Koreans all the way down to like a tiny little piece of like coastal area. And then one of the most like BTFO moves ever done by a US general, fucking Douglas MacArthur, that piece of shit, somehow fucking does an amphibious landing deep in enemy territory and fucking cuts them in half and completely like turns the tide of the war.
Lines.
And then he goes against the orders of the president to keep pushing into Korea when he was told not to. Mao Zedong, who just got done fighting a brutal civil war, sees this as potential aggression and that the capitalists are trying to take over and meet at their border. What does China do? Sends in like 2 whole divisions, which is like tens of thousands of Chinese conscripts. Yeah.
Yeah, the Korean War is definitely one of the wars that regrettably I know the least about.
You need to. There is a great video by Fat Electrician on the Frozen Chosen, the Battle of the Chosen Reservoir. It is one of the most insane stories I have ever read, and just a testament to the Marine Corps and how nothing will stop those motherfuckers. They will fight to their last breath. And they didn't just retreat. No, they were completely surrounded and fought from one direction to the other till they could get out. And they would be and here's the thing, they would be passing through and they would see like set up ambushes, but the soldiers had died in the cold. They had frozen to death. And they were frozen in place. Dude, it was like -50.
God damn.
Yeah. But it's an incredible story. You should really look into it.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I've watched some of the Fat Electrician's videos before. Like I'll listen to the Unsubscribe podcast every now and then. What's so funny?
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Are you making fun of our name again because it's so similar to Unsubscribe?
Wait, this is not Unsubscribe? I thought I was talking to Brandon Herrera right now. You said you were Latinx. I was supposed what?
I promise.
Where's the AK-50?
Which I will say that is probably one of the cooler things Nikita did, is adding that, but still.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited for that. I gotta play more Hell Let Loose in the new year, dude. I gotta find a way to make time for it.
What is going on, bro? Calm down.
I think I've only gotten probably still sub 10 hours in that game, which is not enough.
I think we only played for like 3, I think.
Something like that.
Like you tried to be commander, and I was like, yeah, bro, don't go fucking commander, bro. I fucking hate that role.
Well, we're obviously this episode is going to be going out not this week, but next week. It's going to be our Christmas episode.
Yeah, this is going to be a very disjointed episode.
Yeah. But as we get closer to wrapping things up, I wanted to ask you guys what you guys' plans are for the holidays. You know, obviously you don't got to share anything, you know, personal, but just what are some stuff you guys are looking forward to?
Try not to eat the yellow snow again.
Oh yeah.
You don't want that lemon flavored snow? I heard it's natural.
You put pine sol in yours? That's fresh malt.
All I do is piss pine sol. But no, I'm kind of excited to see Neff. I think that's baby Neff wasn't up here for Thanksgiving, so I'm kind of excited to see little bro.
Oh yeah, I gotta get him to take a hit of his first cart. I feel ya.
Bro's 5, bro. What do you mean?
I am. I'm just gonna be hanging out. I gotta get this. I got a video coming out either before Christmas or on Christmas. It's best of 2025 video.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, definitely gonna give that a watch.
Dude, that video is gonna be so fucking long.
I'm just bro, sitting there. I love like 1 to 2 hour videos, bro. Like I can't get enough of them bitches.
Yeah, because like I'm gonna have to sit there and I'm deciding like, do I really want to trim this up? Because like I'm not really expecting this to like get any sort like the only people that are watching are people that are just wanting to see it from throughout the year. Like I don't expect it to be that crazy. So I think I'm just gonna take like some of the funniest I'm taking the funniest bits from each video and just kind of throwing them all together, try to make it somewhat cohesive. But I'm also did something a little special with it. I actually kind of went through and talked about some of the specific videos throughout the year.
Looking back on the year, what would you say is your favorite video that you posted this year?
You're gonna have to wait for that video to see it.
Okay, so would that be the
Have
Hello
I
Loose
even
one?
released a video this year? That's the real question.
I don't think you have, to be honest.
Oh, I did. It was the fucking honey pot video. Okay, cool.
But yeah, I can't say I don't want to reveal nothing because it's going to be revealed in the video.
Okay.
I feel like the best video I ever released this year has been the only one, and that was 5 months ago.
Yeah, I was doing good on my channel, keeping up with uploading, and then Call of Duty just fucking got to me, bro. It broke me down, and I haven't posted since then. So I'm trying to post some other stuff. Me and Dave are working on a Ready or Not sort of challenge video. Trying to get through the missions without dying. So that's been a fucking journey.
Well, are we still like recording, or is this like over?
Oh,
I didn't want to like just.
Oh no, we're still going.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to like just stop you guys, but like I do have to go.
Yeah, that's all good. If you got to check out, we can just maybe have you on another time, but maybe in the new year. But yeah, if you got to go, you got to go.
I say it's been real, gentlemen. I appreciate y'all having me on again. I wish y'all a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely, you as well.
Happy New Year, brother. Yep. If we don't see you by then.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
take it easy, boys.
You too. What a fucking great guy, man.
What a homie, bro.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to say it to him. I want to make a habit of it when we have guests on, but in case any of his if his subs are seeing this or he's seeing this, thanks so much for coming on again. We've had him on twice now. Definitely gonna be a third time in the new year. But yeah, I mean, my Christmas plans are pretty much just doing a little small scale thing with the family. We're not seeing all the extended cousins and everyone this year. We're probably gonna do that again next year. We'll see. But yeah, I think if I had to pick one of my favorite videos to put it my number one spot, probably the one where the dude fucking thought I was cheating and I fucking raged out because I was like, dude, you're literally the worst Call of Duty player I've ever seen in my life, bro, and you're telling me that I'm cheating. Yeah,
all bro was doing was just fucking gooning in a fucking corner, bro. What do you fucking mean?
Literally. I mean that's really it. Staying inside. I got some videos that I want to make around the new year. I have one video on my personal channel that I still got to record. That'll go out on the last day of the new year, just reflecting on life, sort of opening up about some things, and just offering it as a place of reflection, going into the new year on the right foot. But I got a couple other videos I want to get out. I doubt we're gonna finish that Ready or Not fucking run before the new year. But I'd say we got. What's the math on this? Like 13 days left in the year. I probably want to put out like 4 videos at least. I definitely got to try to make up for lost time in the new year. staying on top of things better. But yeah, I mean that's really everything I got going on. I'm curious, Dave. I'm curious.
What's up?
When you're in bed with the doggo, you're with the fam, you know, obviously you're gonna be going to remind me to cut that out actually.
Oh yeah, don't need people knowing where I'm going, bruh.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, but obviously you're gonna be seeing some family this year. You're gonna be seeing Lil Neff. What when the holidays hit? What are your go-to, let's say 3 to 5 Christmas movies where you just got them on deck, ready to go when the holidays come around?
It's usually the Grinch, the Polar Express. I had to fucking think about the name for a second. The Polar Express, A Christmas Story.
Okay.
And maybe Elf every once in a while. Elf isn't always up on the list, but it's there every now and then.
Okay. I definitely had to open my mind to Elf. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. As I got older, like it definitely grew on me. I didn't like it when I was a kid, but over time it's grown on me a little bit. I think my main rotation, number one, it's got to be Jim Carrey's Grinch. Polar Express, which is another one that's grown on me as I've gotten older. Probably the first Home Alone.
Oh, you know what I got to do. Sorry to cut you off for a little video idea I got for since we were talking about the Polar Express real quick. I need to buy, air quotations, a copy of the Polar Express on a
Pirate
up on the PS2 so I can make a fucking video on that because that shit used to be my fucking childhood, bro.
Oh yeah.
Do a calm little Christmas video on that.
Yeah. To be honest, I am part of the camp that considers the first Harry Potter a Christmas movie. I like watching Harry Potter around Christmas time.
I like watching Harry Potter just anytime, bro. Like
yeah.
the first like 4. I think like the first 4 are probably my favorite.
Yeah. Goblet of Fire is my S tier Harry Potter movie. It's my favorite for sure.
I like the book better. Like I recently read the book for the first time for Goblet of Fire. I like the book better, but the movie's still fantastic. I love it.
I gotta read the books at some point. I gotta do a lot more reading just in general though. Which I mean maybe this is a good segue. The last thing I wanted to hit on this episode. What are your New Year's resolutions for yourself and your channel for the new year?
Stop being fat.
I hear
Stop
that.
being morbidly obese.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to try to stream more often if I can. But if I can't, I'm not too mad about it. But yeah, I definitely want to stream more than like once every 3 months.
Yeah, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard to beat that pace. Yeah. Because I know you don't like editing so much unless like it's a video that you're really hyped about. So I know making a bunch of videos probably isn't in the cards for you, but I know how many days are there in a year? 365?
Yeah.
I'd like to, in 365 days, honestly, I think I'd like to upload 100 videos on my channel. Once every like 3.4 days. Is I think what I'd like to do. It's a level of consistency I've never had, even in COVID when we were playing Fortnite and making fucking. I remember quarantine Fortnite moments. The fucking first video I uploaded, back on my old channel, and I mean, fucking, I gotta get my money up, bro. For real, dog. I gotta get my motherfucking money up. I'm in the process, of. I don't want to say inciting, but I have a mole in a different inside of a different company that I'm trying to leverage to put in a good word for me. Because there's a company that is looking for some people and they pay more. And I know someone that works there, and I'm trying to plant the seed with their management to try to bring me on, and that it would be a nice chunk of change extra, at least compared to what I'm making.
Hell yeah.
So I got that in the works. I'm hoping sometime in the new year I'd like to probably add 5,000 to my annual income at least.
Hey, bro, I would love to have 5K on my annual income. I'd love to have 5K in general.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What I want to make, what I think I'm worth, is probably an additional 20. But I think, but I think I could make that up by freelancing in the new year, which I'm gonna try to do more. Especially because I'm gonna be getting some new equipment to assist me with what I do. Some new assets, if you will.
New write-offs.
Hell yeah! So I'm gonna try to freelance a little bit to help sort of cover some of the costs, so it's more like my hobby is paying for itself rather than me putting a bunch of money into the hobby and not getting anything out of it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy that we're this close to the new year, and I haven't really sat down and put a ton of thought into what exactly I want to accomplish in the new year. But
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. To me, this year has gone by really fast.
Honestly, this year went by at a pretty like relatively I don't want to say slow, like
consistent.
Yeah, consistent pace up until probably the beginning of October, like middle of September. And that's kind of usual for me. Normally when fall hits, the days just start tumbling super fast. But I do remember it being like summertime and being like, man, like this has actually gone by at a pretty good rate. Because sometimes, like, I do remember there being years where I just like fucking blinked and time just fucking was gone.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't be, I guess, super upset at how this year's gone. I've been employed the entire year, which I'm thankful for. You know, been able to treat myself to some things, been able to treat my family, my dog to some things. And you know, we started the podcast this year, founded in 2025. And you know, hopefully by the end of the year next year, we're sitting at what we did 13 episodes this year. What is there, 52 weeks? Hopefully we're sitting at a nice 65 total episodes at the end of the next year, 2026. Which we're recording these out of order because we're trying to get ahead for the new year. So this is probably going to be me just rambling. And we're probably gonna have said this in episode 11, but we are going to be bringing clips back. I've kind of been a fucking lazy bastard with not getting clips out. I had some fucking financial difficulties. I've been broke. So I haven't been able to pay for Adobe to make thumbnails because I've tried some other softwares and it's really the only thing I'm comfortable making thumbnails in. But I'm able to get it back now. So I'm gonna get it back. We're gonna start getting stuff out again because I didn't want to have a bunch of stuff with just fucking gameplay as a thumbnail. So we're gonna be getting back into that. One final thing I wanna leave off on, David.
What's up?
What do you want for Christmas? If you had a wish for Christmas.
Back.
Okay. Damn. Damn. Me too, low key.
Honestly, I don't really know. I'm pretty happy with everything that I've gotten in life.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the same. I'm at the point where, really the only thing I look forward to for Christmas is just seeing that everyone's in good health. You know, everyone's doing well. I'm definitely at the socks and underwear point where I'm just like, hey, if you want to give me anything, just give me like socks, underwear, like maybe a hoodie. Nothing super in particular. But yeah, as our final message to everyone, sincerely from the bottom of our hearts over here at the Uninstalled podcast, we hope you all had a great Christmas, a great Kwanzaa. What's the other one?
Hanukkah,
a great Hanukkah. We hope you all enjoyed your holiday, whatever it is you guys are celebrating. Even if you're not celebrating anything, let's all lock in. We got one more episode to get through for this year, and we're gonna try to make it a meaningful one. Thank you all for listening. This has been the Uninstalled podcast, episode 12.